Hello everyone, I hope you guys are safe out there. I am Aditya and I am studying in Kendriya Vidyalaya in Adaba. So, I was listening to Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven yesterday and I got to hear the lead guitarist, that is Jimmy Page, awesome guitar skills, and that actually led me to wonder, like, what is the mechanics of it? Like, how does the vibrations of strings can create such masterpieces? So, we shall find out together. So before we dive deeper, we have to clear some basics first. So first of all, what is sound? This is a phenomenon where sound waves travel because some object is vibrating, and the sound waves reaches our ear, and after reaching our ear, the brain interprets it as the sensation of hearing. The next question will be what are waves, or what are sound waves? In this case, waves are some sort of disturbances in the medium like air, when the air particles are oscillating, and in turn it creates a disturbance. So, learning any subjects requires some sort of visualization or demonstration to catch the concepts better. So right now I here have a guitar, so I hope you guys can understand a little more better with this. Okay, then what happens is that when you pluck a string, the sound waves travel from the neck and to the body of the guitar, where the wooden panel vibrates the surrounding air, and in turn the air particles oscillate, hence creating a sound wave, and reaching our ear, it creates a sensation of hearing. The pitch of the guitar is determined by the frequency of the vibrating string, and the frequency can be controlled by playing the strings. Thicker string will produce a low pitch voice because it moves very slowly, as you can see right here. It's kind of a bassy voice, and if you strike the thinnest one, creates a high pitched voice, and the thickness of the strings decreases from top to bottom. So as you can see, there are four things which affect the frequency. That is the length, the thickness, the tension, and the density of the strings. So the length is same everywhere in the guitar. You can actually limit the length of the strings by plucking here, for example. So the length of the guitar is from this this is a distance. The rest of these strings does not vibrate. The tension of the strings can be manipulated by turning the knobs right here. You can actually set any kind of tension, but there is some standard rules and settings for that. And you have to be careful whether if you tighten this too much, you will actually break the string. The thickness and the density decreases from top to bottom. When plucking a string, it creates this thing creates something called standing waves. Standing waves are the combination of two or more waves, uh, which uh, which are usually of the same amplitude and frequency. So if we can divide the standing waves into two parts, that is fundamental waves and the overtones. Fundamental waves have the least number of notes. What are notes? Notes are the places where the strings does not move. So as you can see right here, there is no notes at the middle, just G and this just at the both ends, because you can see uh, there is not any movement right there. And if you look at the overtone of that, if you double its frequency, you can see there is a node at the node in the middle. So that's how the guitar strings work. And if I strike in the middle, uh, if I strike in the middle, it creates the odd multiples or the fundamental frequencies. And if you strike towards the starting of the body, it'll create the even multiples of that overtone. If you play two or more strings together, you can actually create something called chords. And chords are something that which has the particular finger placements, and it creates different music or different sounds, as a matter of fact. So if I place my finger right here, I can actually create something called a C chord. And if I place like this, it's a G chord. And if I place my finger like this, it's an A chord. This is an E, and so on and so forth. We can actually study anything if we go out of our limits. And some physicists went to think of something like the string theory. String theory says that every single particle is made up of indivisible tiny strings, and these strings have particular frequency, and it makes up the entire universe. For example, if you take the element carbon, there are some particular frequency which vibrates to make the element carbon. Or if you take oxygen, there will be some other particular frequency. So forth, so on and so forth. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope everyone have learned something from this. So in the end, all I want to say is keep learning and never stop. Thanks.